So many students have joined later on. So good afternoon to all of you who have joined late. And before vacations, we had done with three chapters, which four chapters basically. Accounting terminology. Then we did rules of debit and credit and accounting equation. And last, basis of accounting. So what about accounting terminology? Do you remember or you have forgotten? Please tell me. Debtor, creditor, capital, trade receivable, trade payable, discount, all these words. If you have not remembered, you have forgotten, then please take a revision of all those topics, especially chapter 2, because chapter 2 is the base for all other chapters, especially the new entrance in the accountancy. Accountancy is a very much new subject. So if chapter 2 is not clear, then it will be difficulty for you people to continue with the topics. Okay. So now I am, आप लोगों को पता होगा बेटा, बताया भी होगा क्लास टीचर्स ने, so that in every period we will be having a 2 minutes exercise. So in this period we have to do meditation. So here I am going to unmute Darshika. Darshika, I am unmuting you. Yes, Darshika.
Yes, ma'am.
Darshika, please, for meditation, do the chanting of Om. Rest of the students will do meditation for 2 minutes. So Darshika and I will be doing the chanting of Om 3 times. And during the chanting of Om, you have to meditate by closing your eyes and keeping your back straight. Okay. Darshika, start with chanting of Om. Yes, Darshika. Start. 3 times only.
Oh.
Yes, Darshika.
Hello.
Yes. Start up, beta.
Oh.
Do the chanting of Om only. Take a deep breath, inhale, and start chanting of Om. Yes, Darshika, start with. Exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Start. Exhale. Okay. So now I'm going to start with chapter 1, Introduction to Accounting. And it's completely a theoretical chapter. So in this chapter, we are going to study the meaning and definition of accounting, qualities and the features of accounting, objectives of accounting, functions of accounting, advantages of accounting, limitations of accounting. All these are the topics, very small topics. Role of accounting in business, accounting process, branches of accounting, bookkeeping, accounting and accountancy, accounting information and its types, qualitative characteristics of accounting information, users of accounting information, and the last is system of accounting. So the first topic is meaning and definition of accounting. Meaning, we have already done the process of accounting. So process itself is the meaning of accounting. In the last chapter, basis of accounting, I have told you about the process of accounting. So what is the process? That is the meaning itself. So accounting is a systematic process of identifying, measuring, recording, classifying, summarizing, interpreting, and communicating financial information to the users. To the users. This definition contains all the steps of the accounting process. If you remember, I told you first step of the accounting process is identifying and measuring the financial transaction. Second step was recording. We were doing the recording in journal, then classifying in ledger. I told you all these topics. Summarizing on the basis of ledger, we are summarizing the transactions in trial balance, trading account, profit and loss account, and balance sheet. Then analyzing and interpretation. I told you that in 11th class, you will be learning only till summarizing. Interpreting and analyzing and communicating to the final users, we will be doing in 12th class. So in 11th class in accountancy, we will be completing the incomplete accounting process in accountancy. And in 12th, we are going to complete it. Okay. So accounting is a process which shows the profit earned or the loss incurred during the accounting period. I also told you about the accounting period. Accounting period is a period of 12 months, which may be of two types, calendar year and financial year. Okay. Accounting period, value and nature of assets means at the year end, what is the value of the assets? What is the amount of the assets? And nature means whether the assets are current assets or non-current assets. Liabilities, how much of the liabilities a business is having, current liabilities or the non-current liabilities. And the owner's equity, which is known as capital. So accounting is a medium of communication. It is called the language of business. I told you that every language has its own terms. So similarly, accounting is also having its own terminology, which you have already done in chapter 2. That's why we can also say it language of business. This is all about the meaning and the definition. If you want to do, then AICPA के अकॉर्डिंग जो डेफिनेशन है, अमेरिकन इंस्टीट्यूट ऑफ सर्टिफाइड पब्लिक अकाउंटेंट्स, दैट इज द वेरी इजी डेफिनेशन एंड इट ऑल्सो includes all the steps of the process. So accounting is the art of recording, classifying and summarizing. These are all the steps in a significant manner. And in terms of money, it means only the monetary transactions can be recorded, not the non-monetary transactions and events which are at part at least of a financial character. Financial character means which can be converted in terms of money, and interpreting the results thereof. So this is all about the accounting. So accounting means accounting process itself. Next, features of accounting or characteristics of accounting. This is the one theoretical chapter which we will be doing, and after this chapter we will start with all the numerical chapters. Okay. So first feature of accounting, जो आपने definition किया है ना बेटा, definition itself will be telling you process of accounting as well as the features of accounting. So first feature is the first step of accounting, that is the identification of financial transactions and events. So already I have explained all these steps in chapter 4, but still I am explaining again, but in short. So accounting records only those transactions and events which can be measured in terms of money. Only the monetary transactions are recorded in accounting. You know it very well. For example, the purchase of raw material or sale of finished goods by a firm. Both transactions are monetary transactions. So this can be recorded. You have paid salary, you have paid rent. All these are also monetary. So these will be also recorded. Such transactions are identified with the help of bills and receipts as evidence of the transaction. I told you earlier that every transactions in accounting is supported by some documents. Those documents are known as source documents. Like if you are selling any goods, so you must be recording this transaction in your books. Source vouchers, that is the bill. So one copy of the bill is given to the customer and one copy of the bill is kept with the seller for the future records. So that is the document or the evidence of the transaction, that that transaction is actually done. So we must have some evidence against that transaction. Second feature or characteristic of accounting is measuring the identified transactions. So whatever the transactions are identified, कैसे identify किया आपने? With the help of evidences. Like you have given any money to any person, that you must be having a receipt of payment of money. So that receipt is the evidence. So with the help of those evidence, you are identifying, and the transactions which don't have any evidence will not be recording in the books of account. So every transaction must be supported by some evidence. Like you have deposited your money in bank. So what is the evidence for this transaction with you? Could you please tell me? You have deposited your extra money of business to bank. So what is the evidence of this transaction with you? Could you please tell me? I am waiting for your answer. Yes, very good. Entry in passbook. So, and one more thing, the counterfoil. Yes, paying slip. Yes, receipt. Whenever, yes, very good, Ishita. Paying slip. Some students have written it invoice. Invoice word we can use only when we are selling the goods on credit. Okay, so it will be not receipt. Receipt means we are making payment to some person, and that like you are uh, paying fees to school, and school is issuing you a receipt. So for bank, whenever we are depositing some money in bank, then whatever the document or evidence we are getting, that is having a terminological name. That name is known as paying slip. अगर आप में से किसी ने भी बैंक में पैसे डिपॉजिट कराए हैं तो पेइंग स्लिप इज फिल्ड 2 times. The smaller part of paying slip is known as counterfoil. One part of paying slip is kept with the bank, that is for their record, and the smaller part is given back to the customer or the account holder. That smaller part is known as counterfoil. When we will be doing this chapter, I will be telling you, explaining you all these concepts in detail, and even I will be showing you the specimens for all these documents. Okay. So second is the measuring the identified transactions. When we have measured the transactions, we have identified the transactions, then we have to measure it. Measure it means in the terms of money. Like in India, we will be converting in rupees. In other countries, they will be converting the transactions in the terms of the currency which is going on there. Okay. So financial transaction events are measured in terms of money. Only the financial transactions will be recorded. Then they will be like, if we have recorded that we are having 4 chairs, 5 stools, 2 sofa sets. So 4 chairs, 5 stools, 2 sofa sets cannot be written in the books of account in this manner. We have to present them in terms of money. So we have to value. We have to find out the value of 4 chairs, 2 sofa set, 5 stools. Like if I am having 100 units of the raw material, so I cannot write 100 unit to record them in the books. I have to convert them in some monetary units. So in India, monetary unit is 100. So I have to find out the monetary value of the 100 units. Suppose the monetary value of 100 units is 5,000. So I am going to write stock 5,000, not the stock 100 units. So I have to measure all the transactions into monetary terms. Third feature is the recording. I told you already that recording is done in the journal. And the other name of journal is also known as, आपको बताया था बेटा मैंने, book of original entry. All these are very much important 1-marker question. The other name of journal is book of original entry. On the basis of source document, transactions are entered in, first time recorded, first time they are written in the books of account. The first book of account is known as book of original entry. The other name is journal. And I also told you, if there are so many transactions, the number of transaction is more in any of the business. Suppose the business is of very large scale, and in a single day there are thousands of transactions. So it will be very much complicated as well as difficult to record all those transactions in the journal. So for that, journal is subdivided. Journal is subdivided into different books. Those books are known as subsidiary books. There is a separate chapter for subsidiary books. I told you earlier also. And the example of subsidiary books are cash book, purchase book, sales book, sales return book, purchase return book. So all the sales transaction, credit sales transactions are recorded in sales book. All the credit purchase transactions will be recorded in purchase book. All the cash transactions, whether we have received the cash or we have paid the cash, will be recorded in cash book. Okay, will be recorded in cash book. And the leftover transactions means the transactions which don't have found a place in any of the subsidiary book, not in cash book, not in purchase book, not in sales book, will be written in the journal proper. So this step is known as recording. So again I am telling you, recording is done in journal. The other name of journal is book of original entry. These points are the important points, so I'm repeating. And whenever the size of business is very large, so journal is subdivided, and subdivision of journal is known as subsidiary books. Examples of subsidiary books: cash book, purchase book, sales book, purchase return book, sales return book, and journal proper. Okay, then classifying. Anybody please tell me where the classification is done? I have already told you. Could you please tell me where the classification is done? Yes, very good, Riddhi. Yes, it means आप लोग भूले नहीं हो, सबको याद है. Very good, Ajay, Ishita, Vishali, very good. Ledger. Classification is done in ledger. All these are the books of account. Journal is also a book of account. Ledger is also a book of account. So, book of account does not mean only one book. It contains the set of complete books. Okay. So, next step. So, all these things will be done in a sequence. We cannot do one step earlier and the next step later. Okay, so 3 points we have done. So all these 3 points will be done in this sequence only. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप पहले classification कर लेंगे फिर recording कर लेंगे. Okay, so sequence is decided and we have to follow this sequence. Even while doing chapter also we will be following the sequence. सबसे पहले हम रिकॉर्डिंग करना ही सीखेंगे जब हम न्यूमेरिकल चैप्टर करेंगे, उसके बाद हम क्लासिफिकेशन सीखेंगे, फिर हम समराइजिंग सीखेंगे. सो क्लासिफिकेशन में I told you that classification is the process of grouping transactions. Grouping means, like, suppose in a class, your 11th class, I am supposed to make two groups. So I am making two groups, one group of boys and one group of girls. So grouping means in boys group, all the boys will be there, and in girls group, all the girls will be there. So one group will be having the same nature of qualities. So in accounting also, we have to follow this process of grouping. How? Like all the cash transactions will be grouped together, and that will be written under one account. That account will be known as cash account. Similarly, we will be buying goods again and again. We will be selling goods again and again to different number of consumers. We will be buying the goods from different number of suppliers again and again. So all the purchase transactions, whether they are credit purchase or cash purchase, will be grouped together in one account. Then one account is known as purchase account. Similarly, all the sales transaction will be grouped together in one account, and that account is known as sales account. So similarly, for every head, there will be a different account. Sales account, we will be paying salary many times to many workers. So we will be grouping all the transactions related to salary under one account. That account is known as salary account. So for everything, there will be a different account. And the name of account will be specifying the nature of that account. Types of account we have already done: asset account, liabilities account, capital account, revenues account, expenses account. So different accounts will be prepared, and preparation of all those accounts will be known as classification. And all these accounts will be prepared in a book. That book is known as ledger. So first journal, and after writing the transactions in the journal, we will be learning ledger, how to write the transactions in the ledger. Next, summarizing. When the transactions are entered in the ledger, then after making the ledger, we have to summarize the transactions. So now the main question arises, how the summarizing is done. Like many times in English chapters, you have to prepare the summary, students. So preparation of summary, what does it mean? Could you please tell me, anyone student? So preparation of summary, what does it mean? Summary बनाने का मतलब क्या है? What is the meaning of summary? In English, mostly for all the lessons, you need to prepare summary of the chapter. So what do you mean by summary? Preparation of summary, what does it mean? Yes, I am waiting for yes. Short description. It means summary. In summary, we have to write all whatever was there in a chapter. Suppose a chapter was having 50 pages, but in summary, we are having only one page. Yes, gist of a chapter. Very good. So similarly, In ledger, we will be having many accounts. It will be having 50 pages, around 80 pages, 100 pages, but in summary we have to write the gist of every account. So I told you how to balance the account. तो जब हम समराइजिंग करेंगे तो हमें पूरा पूरा अकाउंट नहीं लिखना है समराइजिंग में, वी हैव टू जस्ट राइट द जिस्ट ऑफ दैट अकाउंट, एंड जिस्ट ऑफ दैट अकाउंट इज नोन एज बैलेंस ऑफ दैट अकाउंट. लाइक आपने कैश अकाउंट बनाया, आपको मैंने सिखाया था टी शेप अकाउंट, आई टोल्ड यू. सो उसको बाद हमें उसको बैलेंस करना था. सपोज आपके पास ड्यूरिंग द ईयर 50,000 का कैश आया और 30,000 का कैश आपके पास से गया ड्यूरिंग द ईयर, और बहुत सारे ट्रांजेक्शन हुए 50,000 का कैश आने में और 30,000 का कैश जाने में. तो एट लास्ट फाइनली हमारे पास 20,000 का बैलेंस बचा. सो दैट इज द जिस्ट ऑफ द अकाउंट, दैट इज द क्लोजिंग बैलेंस. So with all the closing balances of all the accounts, one statement will be prepared. That statement is known as trial balance. We will be learning it numerically also. So summarizing means presenting the classified data. Classified data means the data whatever is written in the ledger in a manner which is understandable and useful for internal as well as external users of accounting statements. Okay. And in summarizing in accounting, three documents or three statements are prepared. Which three statements? Trial balance, trading and profit and loss account, balance sheet. Balance sheet you already know how to prepare because in accounting chapter, accounting equation chapter, we have learnt about it. So trial balance is prepared with the closing balances of all the accounts. जब हम numerically करेंगे तो better understanding होगी. Trading and P&L account is prepared to know about all the profits or loss during the year, whatever the profits or loss you have earned. Balance sheet is prepared with the assets, liabilities and capitals. So it will be giving a complete look about the business financial position. And a set of all these three collectively known as final accounts or financial statements. Okay, set of trading, P&L, balance sheet and trial balance completely known as final account or the financial statement. Last, यहीं तक सीखेंगे बेटा आप, 0.5 तक ही करना है हमने 11th क्लास में. Theoretically मैं आपको 6 और 7 explain कर दूंगी, but numerically आप 0.5 तक ही करेंगे 11th क्लास में. 0.6 you will be learning in 12th class. There is a complete book of analyzing the financial statements in 12th class. Okay. In analyzing the interpretation, analyzing and interpretation of the financial data are carried out so that the users of financial data can make a meaningful judgment of the profitability. In analyzing, we will analyze our financial statement with reference to our past performance or with reference to our competitors. So what is the profit? Suppose we have earned this year profit 20%. So this data, single statistics is of no use. ये आपने statistics में भी पढ़ा होगा economics में. Single data, single statistics is of no use. Like if you are saying that I have got 50% marks is of no use until you are comparing it with the others or you are comparing your result with your past performance. Only then it will become statistics. So similarly in accounting also, whatever the statements we are preparing, then by using the different tools and techniques, like we will be finding different type of ratios, we will be doing comparisons with others or ourselves. So all these things you are going to learn in 12th class. How the analysis are conducted. Different tools are there, different techniques are there, and on the basis of this analysis we are finding out on the decisions, interpretations. Means we are finding out some results, and those results are communicating to the outsiders. Who are the outsiders? Here the outsiders are the persons who are directly or indirectly interested in our business. So but they are not getting coming to our business on daily basis, like investors, lenders, bankers, researchers, governments. All these parties are very much interested in the business. Why the lenders are interested? Because they have lent money to the business, so they are very much interested in the regular returns of the business, so that they can get the interest as well as their principal amount back. And why the investors have invested their money in the business, so they are very much interested in the safety of their funds, whether their amount in the business is safe or not, whether they will be getting returns on their investment or not. So but all these parties are not directly coming to the business to check the books of account. So every business needs to publish their books of account, whether on their website or in the leading newspapers. Not the complete set of books of account, only the gist. And where is the gist? In the trading and P&L account and the balance sheet. So you can see that at the different websites of the different companies have already displayed their financial results of year ending 2019 on their websites. So if you want to check the financial statements of any company or any bank, you have to just uh, visit the site of that particular company, or you have to just write the financial year name like 2019, 2018 there. Yes, companies have to do that, not the sole proprietors. Yes, sole proprietors need not to publish their books of account. Why? Because in sole proprietor only one person money is invested, so he is concerned about that money, not the other person. So he need not to show his books of account to outsiders. But in partnership, or we can say in companies, in cooperative societies, in banks, many persons, many stakeholders, yes, not in partnership, Vaishali, very much correct. So many stakeholders are there, whether it is company, private company or public company, government company, private sector company, or the banks or the financial institutions. Many stakeholders are there. Either they have invested money in that, or they have borrowed money from that. So they are interested. Many stakeholders are interested in the books of account of those companies. So they have to publish their financial statement. So uh, दिस इज द टुडेज टॉपिक एंड फ्रॉम टुमारो, क्योंकि आज मैंने थोड़ा सा बातें भी की तो थोड़ा कम टॉपिक हो पाया. So in tomorrow's class, definitely